The Deputy President, Dr. William Samoei Arap Ruto, is a very happy man. William Ruto is very happy because Moses Kuria is likely to join Kenya Kwanza. And I can predict that the moment the Deputy President will arrive into this country, the first meeting he's likely to have is a meeting between himself and Moses Kuria. Yesterday, Moses Kuria made an interesting post on his Facebook page. Let me just read for you what he posted. Moses Kuria is saying that, Moses Kuria is saying, this is to inform Kenyans that Chama cha Kazi Party and 21 other political parties are in early talks with Kenya Kwanza Alliance that will lead to a very broad-based grand coalition that will deliver the nation to peace and prosperity. Details to follow. That post, as at now, has already received 29,000 likes, which is huge. It has up to now 12,000 comments. So basically 12,000 people have commented on that Facebook post, and it has been shared by 791 as at now, which tells you that that post by Moses Kuria is significant politically speaking. We all know that Moses Kuria is a man who always tries the much he can to attract attention. Moses Kuria was in Dubai for a long time for medication. And when he came back, Moses Kuria organized a homecoming. And that homecoming was supposed to be one of the biggest political events in the larger Mount Kenya region. But in my own observation, that homecoming, and I've opined on this platform severally, did not really live to the expectation of those who follow politics closely. Basically, apart from what Stanley Livondo stated during that homecoming, nothing much. In fact, it lowered the value of Moses Kuria. So Moses Kuria has been trying so hard to reinvent himself. For those who follow this channel, I've always explained how he's trying to do that. But let us focus on Moses Kuria moving to Kenya Kwanza Alliance. Assuming Moses Kuria were to join Kenya Kwanza Alliance today, what will happen? There will be casualties. The first casualty is going to be Rigathi Gachagua, because Moses Kuria is now going to go into this coalition as a partner. The second person who is going to be a casualty is Musalia Mudavadi, because Moses Kuria will always seek attention. So far, the attention in UDA has been on Musalia Mudavadi. So Musalia Mudavadi and Wetangula are likely to be casualties. The third casualties are likely to be the UDA supporters from the larger Mount Kenya region, because Moses Kuria joining Kenya Kwanza will mean that UDA will field candidates, and this Chama cha Kazi will also field candidates. So they are going to compete, and Moses Kuria, being Moses Kuria, is likely to outwit them. But the Deputy President is very happy. He's a happy man. So in this video today, I want to explain to you guys why the Deputy President is coming into this country a very happy man. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, I want you to take a second or two, click the subscribe button, so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue. Thank you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. You've seen the kind of growth we are witnessing. It's because of the support you give it. And it's very simple support, which I always ask you guys to do for me. A simple request, please give this video a thumbs up. Just click that like button up there. For those who can drop their comments, please drop your comments, because I learn a lot from those comments. And lastly, if you can share this video to your friends, please share with them. Let us go to the main issue, because I want to rush to a funeral of a grandfather to a very good friend of mine. He's called Charles Dienya, and the grandfather is also called Charles Dienya in Awasi. I think they are related to the Robert Alais in Awasi there. So I want to try to be very brief. And if you see me in Awasi there, please just say hi. Now, why do you think William Samoei Ruto is going to be very happy with this latest development? Number one, Moses Kuria joining Ruto is going to add what I normally call on this platform perceptional value. When Moses Kuria left UDA to form his chama cha kazi, and Mwangi Kiunjuri also left to form his party, and they declined to refuse, actually they refused to join UDA, a perception was created that William Ruto was actually losing grip of the larger Mount Kenya region. And that move was also interpreted as an opportunity for the president, that these guys were likely to go and work with the President Uhuru Kenyatta. You know, we have how many days to the because political parties have a deadline for them to join coalition. So which means if Moses Kuria were to join Kenya Kwanza, there's a deadline for that. So the perception outside there was that Moses Kuria had the opportunity of joining Uhuru or joining Ruto. So the fact that now we have a very short time left to the next election and Moses Kuria is deciding to go with William Ruto, it only confirms that Ruto is still strong. Otherwise, politics is a game of numbers. He would have gone for Uhuru. And because Moses Kuria has an ambition, Moses Kuria's plan is basically to win as many members of parliament as possible, as many senators as possible, as many MCs, so that after this election, he can become the Mount Kenya kingpin based on numbers. So perceptionally, it is going to be perceived that William Ruto is now going to win, to sweep the larger Mount Kenya region. And I've been reading comments online, and it's like people now believe that with Moses Kuria joining Ruto, he's likely now to get 85%. So that's the first thing. Number two, it's also going to help Ruto solve the issue of coalition building. You know, when Musalia Mudavadi joined Ruto, he joined Ruto with his party and they are in a coalition. Previously, William Ruto had declined any attempt of forming coalition with any political party, especially from the larger Mount Kenya region. For the Mount Kenya people, he was telling them that let us come join a big political party, which was UD at that time. But Moses Kuria, having participated in politics for a long time, was saying no. So the fact now that he has joined, he formed a coalition with Musalia Mudavadi, and now Moses Kuria is also there and is willing to join that coalition with him, it means it's going to open chances for other political parties. Because there's a problem in the larger Mount Kenya region. They don't know what the future holds for them as a community. And they don't know who will be the succeed President Uhuru Kenyatta. So all of them, or most of them, are trying to bet. So you form a political party like Kabog is doing, in the hope that you will succeed. You form a political party like Moses Kuria is doing, in the hope you will succeed. You form a party like Kiunjuri is doing, or you form a party, or you join UDA like Rigathi is doing, in the hope that you will be the deputy president, or you join Azimio the way Peter Kenneth and Mpena Munya are doing, in the hope that they will rise. But the truth of the matter is that now the deputy president has the ability and the opportunity to bring all those small parties together to support him. That's number two. Number three, Moses Kuria will also now help Ruto consolidate the larger Mount Kenya region. The truth of the matter is that with Moses Kuria out of the picture, William Ruto was going to find it very, very difficult in Mount Kenya. Because there's a way Moses Kuria understands the voters in the larger Mount Kenya region. He can really disrupt their voting pattern. And I think someone might have advised the deputy president that the best thing to do here is to reach out to Moses Kuria and allow him whatever he wants. Because without doing that, you are going to be in trouble. So Moses Kuria now is going to campaign for his candidates, right? Let's say he wants to run for the governor in Kiambu. So William Ruto will offer Waititu, Kabogo will come with this party, James Nyoro will come with the Azimio, then Moses Kuria with his party. So Moses Kuria has a high chance of becoming the next governor, by the way, then he will be campaigning for who? At the presidential level. So it means Moses Kuria will try so hard to consolidate his support base. And as he was doing that, he will consolidate this support to also support Ruto. Rather than, if, for example, Moses Kuria was going to go there alone, saying that I want my vote for the presidency, choose. I'm not going to get involved. So basically, now that he has joined, is going to help Ruto consolidate. And now that his candidates, especially from the larger Mount Kenya region, will lean towards Ruto, will also help Ruto. Like if there are 3 candidates in a ward and all of them are supporting Ruto, but different political parties, it's very easy for these aspirants, each one of them, to try and consolidate their support base, to try and mobilize their supporters, especially on the voting day. So William Ruto is very happy about that. Number 3, what this will mean is now that those members of parliament, I mean those aspirants or those candidates or politicians who are not comfortable in UDA, or they're not comfortable with UDA as a political party. Because UDA, according to what I've understood in the larger Mount Kenya region, is like there's a preferred list. So there are people who are not comfortable risking joining UDA. So most of them were like, they are looking for parties. So Moses Kuria working with Ruto, because these people know that Ruto is UDA is the dominant party, and William Ruto is the favorite presidential candidate in the larger Mount Kenya region. So for them to win, they needed UDA ticket. But in UDA, there's a list of preferred candidates. So what do? Moses Kuria party is going to provide them with an alternative party. So that you look around, you say, should I join Azimio? No. Moses Kuria, is his party with Ruto? Yes. So you join. So basically, Moses Kuria is going to provide UDA with an alternative house, so that those who are not comfortable with UDA will find home at Chama Cha Kazi. And number 5, why he's happy is because this is going to be a huge blow to Azimio. You know, President Uhuru Kenyatta promised to campaign for Jubilee, and he has promised to revamp Jubilee. And of course, after the NDC, we've seen a lot of activities on the ground. What I don't know is the reception, how the ground is receiving Jubilee as a political party again in that region. So Jubilee as a political party really needed Moses Kuria to either join Azimio, or if not, they wanted Moses Kuria not to join William Ruto. So by Moses Kuria not joining Ruto, it would have meant that they were going to have a campaign agenda. That even people who supported the DP for a long time, like Moses Kuria, cannot have space there. That UDA and William Ruto is basically a Rift Valley party. So that's what they had planned to do. And they were going to point out people like Moses Kuria, people like Mwangi Kiunjuri, as a case study on as to why William Ruto is not keen on, say, mentoring someone from the larger Mount Kenya region, and why UDA is a Rift Valley party. So it's going now to be a blow, because now the people they had intended to use as case studies are now with Ruto. And lastly, this reunion is going to affect the presidential results. It's going to tilt votes in favor of Ruto. So if Moses Kuria was not supporting Ruto, his supporters, for example, were not going to be excited about voting for Ruto. Basically, we are looking at a possibility of a rerun. So they were not going to vote for Ruto, and therefore they were going to occasion a rerun. So by not voting for Ruto, then it means they were, in the larger Mount Kenya region, for example, Raila don't have, in my view, any vote as of the last election. So as he goes down there, any support he's getting is advantage to him. So if Raila got 2% in the last election, I know you are saying he's at 20%. That's advantage to him. So if Moses Kuria was not going to support Ruto, and Raila has 20%, and maybe 10% of people who are supposed to vote for Ruto are not voting for Ruto because of Moses Kuria, that will work in advantage of Raila Amolo Odinga. So basically what Moses Kuria move now mean is that it's likely the idea is to try and lock President Kenyatta out of the larger Mount Kenya region. And now William Ruto will have a face from the larger Mount Kenya region on the table because he has Mudavadi, Weta. Now a face will emerge, the face of Moses Kuria, as a representative of the people of the larger Mount Kenya region, if not Kikuyu in specific. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day.